but in a couple of months I could be like.
Alrighty. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing on this freezing cold night? Coolest night of the year. Oh, and Happy New Year. This is our first show of 2025. And we hope love will make a difference.
Oh, it does. It already does.
Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah. So we have 8 phenomenal storytellers ready to tell you some stories based on the theme "Love is the Answer." And I don't know, what else can we talk about?
So since we came back from COVID, we've been having, sort of like a skeleton amount of shows. And so we've added at least one more show this spring. We're gonna try to keep everybody coming up on stage. So we're so excited you're here, and we're so excited to hear your stories, but we also want you guys to listen and think about the stories you wanna tell, to come up here and join us and join this community of making art and making, oh my gosh, I almost said making love. Yes, let's
Well, literally we are making love. Maybe not
at the
sex,
moment.
but yes, we're still making love. We're creating love. Yes. All right, so you guys want to start?
I think
Right?
so, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
that's what you're all here for, right? Well, like Kay said, we couldn't be happier that everybody is here, and we have 8 amazing storytellers. Our first storyteller is coming back to see us, and we're so excited. Victoria is an actor, a comedian, and a recovering improviser. I should know that. Look for her new show coming, and if you have any money to fund it, it's called Timey-Wimey Stuff, the Midlife Crisis. The Midlife Crisis of a Time-Traveling Space Archaeologist. It's coming later this year. Please welcome to the stage, Victoria Montalbano.
Hi, thank you so much. I'm going to start this story by telling you about one of my earliest sexual fantasies. So, I'm on stage, much like this, performing an incredible dance number, Fosse style, of course, the sexiest of all musical theater dancing. I finish my number, there's thunderous applause. I walk into the wings, and there is Han Solo. I thought he was gone, but he came back to blow up my Death Star. He grabs me, and we kiss with tongue for like a few minutes. The end. And most of that fantasy was dedicated to the dance sequence. So as a teenager and young adult, I was pretty prudish. I actually didn't lose my virginity until I was 23 years old. Losing your virginity in your 20s is like trying to get rid of Thanksgiving leftovers. I have examples. You're with a guy, and you're like, oh, hi, we had such a nice time tonight. Here, please, take this pie home with you. And he's like, oh, no, I couldn't. I care about you too much to take that pie. Because then it'll be gone forever. You can never get that pie back. So you go to another guy, and you're like, hi, we had such a nice time tonight. Here, please, take this pie home with you. And he's like, I don't know if I'm serious enough about the pie to be the one person who gets to take the pie home. It's just been out on the dessert table for so long. It's a lot of responsibility. Okay, so you go to another guy, and you're like, hi, I'm starting to lose confidence in my baking skills. Will you please take this pie? And he's like, oh no, you're an amazing baker, but I couldn't do that to you. So giving away a pie is obviously a horrible experience and not a loving act between 2 consenting adults. I'm a nice guy, and I would never take your pie. So you go to another guy, and you're like, look, I have this pie. Like everyone has had their fingers in it. A couple people have licked it. It's basically not even a pie anymore. Will you please just fuck me? And luckily, he's one of those guys who will eat anything. But see, back when I was that girl, I didn't want to be that prudish. Like what I wanted was to have an epic love story, just like the one that Han Solo had with Princess Leia. That was my dream. And when I was 18, I had that love story. Now, back then, I thought he would be the person that I lost my virginity to. It didn't work out the way I wanted, but he is my first penis. I call him Dick, for more than one reason. Now, we meet in the chorus of a community theater musical. I'm playing a prostitute and he has a solo in the first act. Now, I'm a senior in high school, but I feel like an adult, especially when I'm at the theater, because all of my theater friends are adults. You know, we always go out for karaoke after rehearsal, like only super cool adults do. I even get drunk once. I know, it's at a cast party and I have like a thimble of vodka and a bunch of cranberry juice and I am toasted. But I make arrangements with the host to stay in her guest room so that I won't be driving. It's the most responsible underage drinking there ever was. So as you can see, I am a very mature 18. He's not, he's a lot older. I'm not gonna tell you how much older, but ironically, we're roughly the same ages as Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford when they had their affair on the set of Star Wars, so you can Google that later and judge us on your own time. And this part I'm not at all proud of, but he's taken. He has a live-in girlfriend. In my defense, he really rocked that solo. And at first, it's just some like harmless flirting. You know, and I don't really think anything's gonna actually happen between us. You know, like my teenage years are littered with unrequited crushes and flirtations. So I don't even feel guilty, like just for flirting. Like I am a lover of rules and monogamy, okay? I am not the person that a sexy older man has an affair with. But then, only a week before our show opens, one of the other prostitutes drops out, and I'm added to an extra brothel scene, and I'm paired with Dick. You know, just like in the background, you know, for ambiance. Now, our director is clear. He wants this show to be as gritty and dirty as suburban Florida community theater will allow. And you know, we take direction well. So I would sort of like lean back, you know, on the set and give Dick what I assume is a very like sexy, alluring look, you know, like a... And he would pull me close and talk so only I would hear him. I want to kiss you with tongue for like a few minutes. I'm trying to keep it PG-13. Okay, he was talking dirty to me. Use your imagination, okay? Now look, we weren't mic'd, okay, so he could whisper in my ear without pulling focus. We may be adulterers, but we're professional actors. And look, I know that it's creepy and gross, okay? I know that. You're all thinking that Dick should have put a stop to it, that in situations like this, it's up to the actual adult to take some responsibility and shut it down. And you're not wrong about that. But I will say this. There's the distinct possibility that I have never been more consenting to anything in my entire life. Okay, this is the hottest thing that's ever happened to me. Me, the least cool kid in musical theater camp. On the closing night of the show, the rest of the cast goes out to celebrate karaoke, of course. But Dick and I hang back in the parking lot, and that's when we kiss for real, for the first time. And I'm a goner. I like him so much. I don't even care about his age or his girlfriend or the fact that I'm lying to my parents for pretty much the first time ever. I just want whatever part of him I can have. Now, I'm not completely naive, okay? Like, I know that we'll never be in a real relationship, but we have that same amazing connection that Han Solo and Princess Leia had, you know? Like, it's epic, it's beyond labels. Now, see, I'm about to leave for college in a few more months, so what I think will happen is we'll have this, you know, non-labeled special connection until then, and then the night before I leave, I'll lose my virginity to him. And then I'll fly off into my new life with the memory of Dick. I know, beautiful, right? But before that can happen, it just stops. Like, his phone is going right to voicemail and he's never online. I'm ghosted. But we don't have the word for that yet, so even in ditching me, there are no labels. I'm devastated. And I leave for college still a virgin. And a few months later, I'm back in town for winter break, and I have brunch with one of my theater friends. You know, she still lives locally, and she's up on all the community theater gossip. So do you ever talk to anyone else from the show? Just like completely randomly. Do you ever talk to Dick? Oh, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but Dick and I have been sleeping together since the second week of rehearsal. Oh, really? Wow! I had no idea. So, funny story. I actually hooked up with him also, and I could see that you are totally chill and like totally get the kind of relationship that you have with someone else's boyfriend. And like, that's just like me. We're the same. Like, I'm also chill and cool, and I have that same relationship with him, and like we're the same. It's so funny. We're just like open and free with our sexualities, and this is just like so funny.
No way.
Oh! I thought Dick was the perfect Han Solo. You know, the rogue scoundrel with the heart of gold. But if you're sneaking around and lying, you're not dating a rogue scoundrel. It's a red flag. And he doesn't have a heart of gold. He's just a dick. Thank you.